Welcome. MAZI Simon Ekpa responds to the letter purporting that sit-at-home has been cancelled. He stressed that sit-at-home is non-negotiable until the 5 demands of the Biafra people are met, and until MAZI Nnamdi Kanu speaks or addresses Biafrans in a free world in Finland. He would not listen to any message or any directive coming from a man under duress. This is Star News TV Biafra. Today's date is the 30th of July 2023. Let's move into the program for today. Before we go into it, I would like to play a video of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu for you to understand the mentality of a man that is being lied against today. A man who strongly believes in sit-at-home, a man who strongly believes in Biafra, a man who strongly believes that anything that is possible should be done to liberate Biafra. Listen to him.
Such nonsense can no longer hold, it can no longer obtain, and that is why, as I said earlier, unapologetically we are pursuing the freedom of Biafra, and nobody can stop us. Anybody on our path is going to fall, is going to die. Instead of Biafra not to come, every living organism in Nigeria will die, I swear to God Almighty in heaven, because we are not going back.
Now what you just heard is the real stance of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. This is the real person. This is the real MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. This is his mentality. This is his focus. This is what he wants. Biafra. He has given up his own comfort. He has given up his parents because of this cause. And you come today to lie against him, saying that sit-at-home is over, whereas the sit-at-home is there to liberate him from the evil hands of his abductors. Before we go into the message of the Prime Minister of Biafra, let us also listen to another message from the man Nnamdi Kanu.
And within, and we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you, that they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond, to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. They will buy some of you over. The spirit of Obadiah, Seta, and the Fajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years.
You have heard from the man himself. I want Biafrans to understand that so many people will be bought over, especially those who are in Nigeria and those who are interfacing with the Nigerian government. These people will be bought over at any time. So you don't rely on them, you don't trust them so much. You just work with them, and whenever you discover that they have been bought over, you move ahead with your struggle. Nnamdi Kanu, that previously was not allowed to interface with anyone with any material at all. The lawyers were not allowed to go in with any material. Even a lawyer Ejimako and Ejiofor once said that they almost, humiliate them completely, like they almost naked them to ensure that they don't move in to see Nnamdi Kanu with anything. It's the same people who come out to claim that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu wrote a letter. How did he write the letter? How were you able to penetrate the DSS security to go in with a pen and a paper? To go in with a pen and a paper. This is evil. If the Nigerian government is not, part of this whole thing, they will not allow them go in with pen and paper. And as such, we strongly believe that the Nigerian government forced Nnamdi Kanu to write this something like, if at all he was the one who wrote this thing. He has been forced to write this thing, and that is the only reason why the DSS will permit Ejimoko to go in with a pen and a paper. All we are asking is that an innocent man who has been freed by every law court that he has gone through, and courts of competent jurisdiction has freed him in Nigeria, he should be freed. He should be set free. Nothing more, nothing less. Let us listen to the response of the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile in the person of MAZI Simon ambassador. Let's take a listen. But before we listen to him, kindly take a minute to click on the subscribe button if you have not done so. Like, drop your comment, and share this program. As we do so, may we remain blessed. Listen to the Prime Minister.
Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans all over the world. This is the 29th day of July 2023. I want to use this opportunity to make it very clear that the coming 2 weeks sit at home is non-negotiable. And in case, for those who have collected money and started flying fake letter from MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, I want to make it very clear to them as well that the sit at home we have embarked on, and we are going to embark on in the nearest future, have 5-point agenda. One is for the demand for immediate release of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu from DSS dungeon. 2 is in preparation for the Biafra self-referendum. We want to prepare the mind of Biafra people to prepare themselves for the self-referendum of Biafra, which is coming very soon. And to that effect, we are going to have the Biafra self-referendum first ever convention 2023 in Finland in October. 3, to make sure that we further notify the world about the readiness of the Biafra people to take their own freedom and their future into their own hands. So by sitting at home, you create the awareness. By sitting at home, you crash the economy of Nigeria. By sitting at home is one of the sitting at home is one of the powerful weapons that have been used for the time immemorial. And we have come to adopt the sit at home, and many other civil disobedience that will follow. If they are not going to release MAZI Nnamdi Kanu after these 2 weeks, more of this civil disobedience is on the way. 4, to demonstrate that the Biafra Republic government in exile is in charge and continue to enjoy 99% of the loyalty of the Biafra people in Biafra land. Just like what the Senate President said the other day, even though he misrepresented me, he called me the real governor of the Southeast. I am not the real governor of the Southeast. I am the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic. 5, to invalidate the legitimacy of those who parade themselves as the elected officials, those people speaking nonsense at the National Assembly, to invalidate them, invalidate their legitimacy. This is at home is what we are using to prove to the world that Biafra people are ready to leave Nigeria. They are ready to exit Nigeria for better future. So my Biafra people, do not listen to anybody telling you about sit. Sit at home is going to enter check-up from Monday, 31st day of July 2023. The sit at home will enter check-up. Thank you. Share this video. Let every Biafra understand that we are not stepping back an inch until MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is freed. Thank you. May God bless you.